On a bright and sunny afternoon, the park was alive with the sounds of chirping birds and laughter from children playing on the lush green lawns. The scent of blooming flowers filled the air, creating an atmosphere of pure bliss. Amidst this serene setting, there sat a woman whose presence seemed to enhance the beauty of the day. Her name was Aisha. With her soft, beautiful brown skin that glowed under the warm sunlight, she was a vision of grace and elegance. Her long, curly hair cascaded down her shoulders, catching the light and creating a halo effect around her face. But it was her smile that truly captivated anyone who glanced her way. It was a smile that could light up the darkest of days, radiating warmth and kindness. Aisha sat on a wooden bench, nestled under the shade of a large oak tree. She wore a flowing summer dress that swayed gently with the breeze, its vibrant colors mirroring the flowers around her. In her hands she held a book, but her eyes were not on the pages. Instead, she gazed around the park, absorbing the beauty and peace of her surroundings. As she watched, a little girl with a red balloon ran past her, giggling as her father chased after her. The sight brought a soft chuckle from Aisha, her eyes sparkling with joy. She thought back to her own childhood, filled with days like this, running through parks and feeling the freedom of the open air. Lost in her reverie, Aisha didn't notice the young man who had been observing her from a distance. His name was Marcus, an artist who often found inspiration in the park's natural beauty. Today, however, it was Aisha who had caught his eye. There was something about her serene presence that drew him in, compelling him to capture her essence on his sketchpad. With cautious steps, Marcus approached her, his heart pounding with nervous excitement. "Excuse me," he began, his voice gentle yet hesitant. "I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice how peaceful you look. I'm an artist, and I was wondering if you would allow me to sketch you." Aisha looked up, momentarily surprised, but quickly recovering with a gracious smile. "That sounds lovely," she replied. "I'd be honored." As Marcus settled onto the bench opposite her and began to sketch, Aisha resumed her relaxed pose, her eyes returning to the scene around her. They fell into a comfortable silence, broken only by the occasional sound of Marcus's pencil on paper. As the minutes passed, a quiet connection formed between them, unspoken yet deeply felt. When Marcus finally finished, he turned the sketchpad towards Aisha. "Here you go," he said, a mix of pride and apprehension in his voice. Aisha's eyes widened as she took in the drawing. Marcus had captured her perfectly, not just her appearance, but the tranquility and warmth she felt within. "This is beautiful," she whispered, her smile even brighter than before. "Thank you." Marcus smiled back, relieved and happy. "It's my pleasure," he said. "Thank you for letting me capture this moment." They spent the rest of the afternoon talking, sharing stories and dreams, discovering a shared love for art and nature. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, they realized that this chance encounter had blossomed into something special. In the heart of the park, under the ancient oak tree, Aisha and Marcus found a connection that would grow into a deep friendship, perhaps even more. And every time they met in the park, they were reminded of that perfect sunny day, when a beautiful smile and a simple sketch brought two souls together. And so, the park remained a place of beauty and peace, where memories were made, and dreams were nurtured under the watchful eyes of nature. For Aisha and Marcus, it became their sanctuary, a reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected encounters can lead to the most beautiful stories.